Good evening, viewers, and warm welcome to Science News with me, Ruth Mweni, and our sign language interpreter is Anne Wairimo. To our news, President Dr. William Ruto on Wednesday presided over the passing out parade of 2,664 Forest Ranger recruits at NYS Gilgil College in Nakuru County. The recruits underwent 6 months of paramilitary training and are now ready to be deployed to various duty stations to protect and manage Kenya's forest. In his speech, President Ruto congratulated the recruits on their successful completion of their training and urged them to serve the country with dedication and professionalism. He also reiterated his commitment to protect Kenya's forest, which he described as a national treasure.
Katika budget yetu ya mwaka huu tumeweka ushuru kwa wale wanaotaka kutuletea furniture zingine, na tuko na vijana wetu wengi wamesoma, wako na uwezo wa kututengenezea furniture katika taifa letu la Kenya. Kwa hivyo jukumu letu katika kushughulikia sekta hii ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunapanua nafasi za ajira kupitia sekta hii ya kutumia rasilimali yetu ya misitu, kuhakikisha kwamba hatuagizi vitanda na meza na furniture na viti kutoka nchi zingine zitengenezwe na vijana wa taifa letu la Kenya, tukitumia rasilimali yetu ya misitu ya taifa la Kenya. Na ndio sababu tunaongeza hawa officers watuchungie rasilimali hizo, ili wale watu wachache ambao wametumia hizo rasilimali kwa njia isiyofaa tuweze kuwazuia. I have already issued instructions going forward. All uniforms, shoes and other pieces and items of clothing that are required by all our security services must be manufactured locally by our companies and made by our Kenyan young people. I commend you, young people here, for your successful undertaking in this useful and rigorous education and training program, and congratulate you on your graduation. On behalf of the people and government of Kenya, I wish you God's blessings and success as you serve your nation and as you help us save our planet from climate disaster.
Kenya Forest Service officials and rangers implicated in corrupt dealings. Speaking in Nakuru, where he presided over the passing out of forest rangers at Gilgil, President Ruto announced that there will be a thorough cleanup of the forest service. He added that the government had already found 23 forest managers and forest rangers involved in corruption. The president said the government would not allow a few people involved in criminal activities to jeopardize the sustainability of our forest for the growth of our economy, jobs, and country.
Hawa wote waliopatikana aidha wakizembea ama wakijihusisha na ufisadi ama wakichangia kuharibika kwa misitu yetu, wote waondolewe kazini na wapelekwe kotini. Wamepatikana tayari forest managers and forest rangers 23.
President William Ruto made changes to his cabinet. The ministers who were transferred have officially handed over their offices to their colleagues. Minister of Public Service Moses Kuria handed over the responsibilities of the Ministry of Industry and Trade to Rebecca Miano, while Miano also stepped aside for Penina Malonza in the Ministry of East African Community and Arid Lands. After Alfred Mutua has taken over the Ministry of Tourism, and Penina Malonza will now be responsible for community and arid lands issues. In the annual meeting, CS Korea expressed his confidence that his successor would carry on advancing the ministry's goals. He also expressed satisfaction with the work he has completed in the Trade Ministry over the last 11 months. On her part, CS Miano affirmed that she will work to serve in a new docket to the best of her abilities and execute a mandate up to scratch. CS Mutua expressed his delight in his new office role during their asserting that he will further propel the ministry to benefit the nation and the citizenry.
Within that short period, PSCs will be taking you through the quite many infrastructure that we've been able to improve. But of key to note is the KICC that we've managed to actually rehabilitate after 50 years. And so I want to believe the portion that is remaining, our plan was actually to renovate the entire building, and therefore I want to believe that you'll be taken through the plan that we had.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here. I'm quite happy. I told President William Ruto that this is one of the best things he ever done for me, and I'm quite excited. And mbele iko sawa. My aim is to engineer this ministry to be a very key employer in various sectors. And so we'll work together with everybody to see how do we create jobs everywhere in this country for young men and women. It's not just about tourists coming here. It's also about creating opportunities for young men and women. So
it is important for all our partners to realize also appreciate and disrupt. I'm saying this because some cases, I remember I went to a country called Belarus to look for success for mechanizing our agriculture, and I got into serious problems with other countries on the basis of the positioning of Belarus within the geopolitical situation, and I took victory for that.
Has said that the government will publish the names of the suspects, planners and financiers of the Lamu attacks. Kideke spoke on Wednesday when he appeared before the Senate Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. According to Kindiki, the government will announce these names and give a deadline to surrender, otherwise they will be prosecuted. In addition, the CS said there will be a cash reward for anyone that will give security organs information that will lead to the arrest of the Lamu attack terrorist. He did not, however, reveal the amount at stake.
We also have set in place a joint terrorism task force. Likewise, Kenya has a very robust financial reporting center whose mandate, among other things, is to track inflows and outflows of financial resources into our financial system. And occasionally, this financial reporting center has helped us to detect finances destined to the financing of terrorism, and we've been able to apprehend those resources.
Transforming the operations and workings of national government administration officials across the country. This is according to the Principal Secretary for Internal Security and National Administration, Dr. Raymond Omolo, who said this goal will be achieved through a retraining program launched to equip girls with the tools and expertise they need to succeed in executing their mandate. Omolo said the program will strengthen the capacity of girls to provide effective, efficient, and responsive services to citizens. He spoke at the opening ceremony of the Reorientation Training Forum for Regional and County Commissioners at the Kenya School of Government in Lower Kabete, Nairobi.
We designed this program or the curriculum together with the Kenya School of Government and Tetra Tech International. So it's a 3-day program. The other week we were here with the training of trainers. These are deputy county commissioners that were selected from across all the over 370 sub-counties, 30 of them, who will help in training the other senior officers across government.
District nurses in Kakamega have urged the county government to form a mental health board to help in addressing increasing cases of mental illness in the community. While marking World Mental Health Day in Kakamega, Mary Angela Mabuka, a psychiatric nurse at Kakamega General Hospital, said that the most people are not aware that there is a psychiatrist unit at the hospital where they can get help from. She said the mental health board will facilitate in creating awareness about mental health and reach out to communities and hospitals at the peripheral areas to address the condition that is now common. The psychiatric nurse also asked for support to start sensitizing community members about mental health and to offer counseling and treatment to those with mental health illness.
What we are lacking is mental health board, because if we have a board in the county, it can facilitate these mental issues. We've come to realize that most people, even they don't know if we have a psychiatric unit in Kakamega. So this, when we have this mental board, it can help at least to facilitate even other communities, like even other hospitals in these peripheral areas, so that they can know we have a mental unit and they can assist us. Especially like last month we had the suicidal month, and this month is a mental health month, but what we've been able to do is very little. We've not achieved much, so we've not gone as we compare to other counties. They've really done awareness, but for us we've done very little. So at least we need to pull up our socks. If we can really be assisted by the county and other organizations, we can do much, because we realize even every condition, it is the mind which is affected. So we cannot manage physical if again we fail to manage mental. If the program can manage psychological, then we are not being helped. Most families have been neglected, and once the person has been brought to the hospital, they don't follow up. But if they have the NHIF, at least they're in a position to manage. So we encourage those who are sick not to leave people at home, just to bring to the hospitals.
Workers in Migori are up in arms over what they call replacement from their workstations and villages, a few months after both the national and county government proposed stipends amounts and equipment for their work. Migori Community Workers Chairman Bernard Otieno said that the county has 2,971 community health workers working in 2,971 villages, and so far 520 of them are alleged to have been replaced by unknown persons from their villages and workstations. Otieno said that the workers have been working without pay for many years, and immediately the government introduced a monthly stipend of Kenya shillings 2,000 to community workers. Some names were omitted and replaced by unknown people.
And help these people. They have been working without any pay. How comes now when the national government has given out 2,500 plus what the county government of Migori is going to give, now they are bringing in foreigners to work when they did not want to work? we have even cases where some people had called us mbwa mwenye anatembea kwa nyumba za watu wakitafuta chakula. Now we are getting the same people in the list of the people who have replaced the community health workers. We are asking humbly, we are asking the chief officer, we are asking the CEC, we are asking the governor and any other relevant office to stop this thing forthwith and replace or take back those who are working to continue with their work. Otherwise, if they don't do like that, then we are promising them that in the next few days we are going to call a public demonstration by all the community health promoters. Yes. We are also going to say that we are going to down the tools by those who have been left there to continue the work. All of them are not going to give the report that they feel they are supposed to give. Yes. And therefore, from today, we are giving them notice. We have taken the petitions to their officers. If they do not act on them, then we are saying today, we are going to down our tools. No community services will be happening in Migori County until they act on them. The membership of our association is 2,971 community health promoters in Migori County. As we speak, around 520 and above have been replaced from where they were supposed to be working.
Mimi ni CHV ambaye amekuwa ametolewa kazini. Kazi nilianza 2013 nikiwa ninafanya kazi bure. Saa hii wametoa nafasi ya replacement. Watu hawakutuita kwa chief baraza penye tulitolewa tukaanza kufanya hii kazi.
Science News with me, Ruth Mweni, and our sign language interpreter has been Anne Wairimo. Don't go too far because we have Premier Catholic Sports News. Stay tuned and have a lovely evening.